everybody. Welcome to Talk That Talk. So I wanted to shout out Chloe and Holly because they got the cover of Essence magazine. So it was very nice to see them back together again. And who would be here for another Chloe and Holly album? I know I would because I love their music together, and I'm definitely looking forward to Holly releasing some of her own songs. As we know, she's going to be in The Little Mermaid in May of next year. It's going to be coming out in May. So really excited to see that. But who would be here for another Chloe and Holly album? And a congratulations is in order to Nicki Minaj, who just went number one, okay? Just went number one on Billboard Hot 100 for her song Super Freaky Girl. And she is the first female rapper to debut at number one on the Hot 100 with a solo song this century since Lauryn Hill in 1998. All right, and then she tweeted to her fans, "You did it," with a crying emoji face. So congratulations to Nicki Minaj. All right, now let's talk about Megan Thee Stallion. So Megan Thee Stallion's album Traumazine debuted at number 4 on Billboard 200 with 63,000 first week sales and 8,000 in pure sales. Now, what did you guys think about this album? It's been out for a little bit. We've got the video of the Her song. I really like that song, Her, and I really felt that this album was good. I liked a lot of the songs. Like I said before, when I listened to the album the first time, I was bopping my head to a lot of the songs, liking a lot of the songs on first listen. So I think that the album sounds pretty good. So what do you guys think about that? Now, let's move on to Kim Kardashian. Okay, so according to page 6, Kim Kardashian's robber who was involved in the Paris 2016 Paris hotel robbery blames Kim Kardashian for all of it. He basically said, since she was throwing money away, I was there to collect it. And that was that. He doesn't find himself guilty and he does not care. He says they should be a little less showy towards people who can't afford it. And he also said that the Kardashians and other celebrities who flaunt their wealth online, for some people it's provocative. The robber is in his late 60s and claims to have used social media to track down Kim and was released from prison just after 22 months. So what do you guys think of this whole situation? I know that this whole situation really affected Kim and her family in such a negative way. And I'm sure just having this pop back up in the blogs probably doesn't really sit well with her or the family. But I was very shocked that he only got 22 months and there were other people involved as well. But I was very shocked that he was released after 22 months and that the robber is in his late 60s. So that was very shocking to me. So what do you guys think about that? Moving on to DJ Khaled. So DJ Khaled's song featuring Drake and Lil Baby called Staying Alive debuts at number 5 on Billboard Hot 100. And I also wanted to bring some attention to Glorilla. Her song F and F enters the top 50 on Billboard Hot 100. And, she is doing big things. She is signed now and her song is playing on the radio 24/7. So what do you guys think about Glorilla right now? How are y'all feeling about her? Now, let's talk about Diddy. So Diddy and Caresha are spotted together again, making TikToks after we've seen Diddy spend time with other ladies on social media. So it seems as if every time Diddy is spotted with another lady, whether he's at some restaurant or he's looking like he's on a vacation somewhere, there is another female with him. And then we get a clip of him hanging out with Caresha. So what type of relationship do you think that Diddy and Caresha have? Do you think that they're just like friends with benefits kind of situation? What do you think that they have going on? Now, speaking of Diddy, we have to talk about him because him and Jermaine Dupri agreed to do a versus battle together. So would you guys be here for Diddy versus Jermaine Dupri? We both know that they have brought up a lot of artists and they got a lot of hits under their belts, okay, with their artists that they have developed and brought out here. So would you be here to see Diddy go against Jermaine Dupri? However, I actually hope that this can happen since these two agreed to go against each other based on the lawsuit that Timbaland and Swizz Beatz currently have with Triller right now. If you guys have caught my previous videos, you know we talked about how Timbaland and Swizz Beatz are currently suing Triller right now because they sold verses to Triller, to that platform, and Triller has not paid up. They're suing them for over $28 million. So do you think we'll be able to continue to get these versus battles, or what are they going to do in this situation? So hopefully they get that all figured out. Now, I also wanted to talk about Ashanti, okay? I wanted to talk about Ashanti because I know if you guys have been watching Talk That Talk, you know we talked about Irv Gotti, and he basically was doing interviews because he had a documentary come out about, you know, his record label and the artists that he's brought out here and stuff like that. And Ja Rule and Ashanti are like his biggest artists, right? So in these interviews, he was saying really disrespectful things, you know, and just kind of trying to expose this fling him and Ashanti had, and he just went too far with it, and he came off very bitter about him and Ashanti just no longer being a thing. So I don't understand why he's still talking about the fling or whatever he had with Ashanti. I don't understand why he continues to say these things or why they're relevant today in 2022. But he does. And Ashanti, there was actually a clip of her. Let me play you the clip. So Ashanti didn't respond to any of this drama, which I did not expect her to. All we got was this beautiful clip of her looking amazing, walking. And then you listen to the snippet of the song, and it's basically like Irv Gotti wish he could have her. He is bitter and, you know, just really upset. Like, you wish, okay?
I'd never find another thing. I lay around crying about you. I bet you think that I would sit around while you run around trying to find you. I bet you wish you had that chance to play with my heart again.
I thought that was the best response because I really was wondering if she was going to say anything, because he just kept going and kept going and kept going, you know, and it was just really disappointing for a lot of people because they called out Ja Rule to basically say, why didn't you say anything to Irv Gotti during the Champs interview? Like, why didn't you say anything? Why didn't you stop this man from talking about her so badly? I mean, he even addressed the whole Ashanti trying to re-record her debut album, and basically how she's gonna have trouble doing that, and how, you know, it just made it seem like he will never want her to re-record that album. He's not going to be sending her, you know, the mixes or the beats that he made or whatever. Like, he's not basically giving her any of that because, according to social media blogs weeks ago, she was asking for, like, you know, the songs so she can play them for, I guess, her performances and stuff like that. But he thinks she just wants like the actual, I forget the name of it when you're making beats, but he thinks that she wants all of the beats, the mixes, the bones of the records. I'm just going to call it the bones of the records. So she can have that, and then she can re-record on top of that to make it sound the exact same. Okay? But yeah, it seems that he feels that he deserves to get paid on those records that he helped create, and he doesn't want to be cut out at all. So he definitely will not be making this an easy transition for Ashanti. So what do you guys think about that whole situation? It is a huge mess, okay? A huge mess. And another thing I want to talk about is, let's talk about B2K. All right. I've been following this for a little minute, but I just chose not to talk about it because there's just so much to their group. There is so much. Okay. But Omarion basically wants to do, or is doing, a documentary, and he's basically showing the behind the scenes of what happened on the Millennium Tour. And you're basically getting to see the chaos behind the scenes of this group. You know, people are getting exposed about things that happened to them while in this group, and it's just seeming very negative to me. And Raz B is currently upset with Omarion due to showing a clip which basically shows Raz B breaking down, all right? And this whole situation has a lot to do with the Chris Stokes situation. And, you know, he just feels like, I guess it's just not for the world to have to see those things. You know, so how do you guys feel about this whole situation? Were you guys a fan of B2K? Did you guys see the versus battle with Omarion and Mario? And how do you guys feel about the other B2K members basically not messing with Omarion, and how Omarion is choosing to respond now? So let me know what you think about that, and then I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.